Well, hello and welcome to GeoSnippits for Michigan Magazine Television. I'm Headhardhat. In the next few minutes, we're going to give you some interesting information and tidbits about the game, the sport, yes, the obsession, known as geocaching. Well, in today's episode, we're going to do something just a little bit different. Instead of showing you geocaches that I go out and find, we're going to go and find the ones that I've already placed. In other words, my geocaches. Why? We're going to discuss geocaching maintenance. So before you head out on the road and do maintenance on your geocache, I highly recommend you stop at your local dollar store. Why? For swag. Swag can get expensive, but to go to a place like this, you get a little more bang for your buck. Pun intended. Okay, we're at one of our first geocaches that we're going to knock off this list when it comes to doing geocache maintenance. It's a skirt hide, and underneath is the geocache itself. Now with this particular one, this holds coordinates, second part of them, to a secret geocache. A puzzle cache, as it were. And in here, because of the 35mm not holding the moisture out like it should, the coordinates has been erased. What we're going to do is not only am I going to replace the container itself, the logbook is actually in not too bad a shape. That's pretty good. We're going to replace the log, and we're also going to replace the coordinates with a brand new one, just like this. Okay, we have the new coordinates. No, I'm not going to show you, sorry. A brand new logbook, and these type of 35mm containers hold out water a whole lot better. They seal inside almost like an O-ring. This is what we're going to replace and put back under the apron. And now it's all set for the next geocacher to find it. And here you see an example of one of my more scenic geocaching hides. I had a problem with this one because I haven't seen any logs in about 4 months. I was worried that it was muggled. Let's find out what happened. Okay, yeah, it's exactly what I expected. This particular geocache is such a great spot. I don't want to archive the spot itself, so I'm going to replace the muggled geocache with a brand new one. Sometimes you have to do that. If you don't feel that you're up to it, archive that area so somebody else can use it and put their geocache in your place. This is one of my favorite hides, and the reason is in the name. It's called Bison Everywhere. And you can see one example here, and you can see the other example right here. That is a bison tube by a bunch of bison. So in other words, bison everywhere. Let's check the log to see if it needs to be replaced. Okay, this is what you're looking for. Lots of names, and yet there is still tons of room on the back. So we're just going to wind this log, put it back in the bison tube, and get it ready for the next geofinder. Fantastic. Okay, we're at one of the last geocaches that we're actually going to stop off and do maintenance at today. What we have found is one of my small travel bug hotels. In other words, this is made mainly for people to drop off and pick up travelers, travel bugs and geocoins, and move them on. Okay, so let's quickly go over what we learned today. We learned that geocaching maintenance is extremely important from the geocaching owners. In other words, the people that put out the geocaches themselves. The logs should be checked rather frequently, at least once a year. And also, if you have geocaches like this, fill them up with swag once in a while. I know a lot of times people go by the idea that, well, it's up to the geocachers to trade evenly. We know that doesn't always happen, and the cost really isn't all that much, and it makes the finds, especially the bigger ones, that much more exciting for geocachers in general. Well, we hope you enjoyed today's episode and come back real soon for even more GeoSnippits and Michigan Magazine Television. This is Headhardhat saying we hope to see you out on the trails real soon. Bye-bye, folks.